Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on a team looking for its first win, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Colorado State's offense will get the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. On the move. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Okay, ready? Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? 29. They'll run play action, looking for an open area to his left. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Rams will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. So Texas Tech's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. If you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensive
breaks into the open, and he's brought down after a nice game. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Stone. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. First down here for the offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see.
Picked off to stop the stretch. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Jenkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fakes to grab. Really needed it. that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this off.
Touchdown, Colorado State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Red Raiders in the hurry up. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Stone. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hammond. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
2nd down coming up.
It'll be a draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Got his man quickly. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll... Loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Give to the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
To the air on second down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. This time he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rams look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On the run, it's Ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be third and long. Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. grabbed in the middle. It's Jenkins. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take... Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Jenkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Fired in from the red zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Hold and finds his man on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Throwing right. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins.
And the Rams will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end. See,
breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Red Raiders just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Red Raiders. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right on target this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls it in. It's Bell. Doesn't quite. Get to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. Now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Easy. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice as a coaching staff, try and find...
Football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for a man, it's Glenn. Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Red Hawks will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Nebraska's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by... First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. That's caught. It's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Red Hawks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return. Guys, we'll see what this Red Hawks offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
The Red Hawks send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Glenn.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Might be calling a hot route. 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Redhawks will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Hauls it in at the 40. He's going to get loose. And the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Glenn. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
The Redhawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Redhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Redhawks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate